Yes, fight fans, body and mind sports, my people, you are fully appreciated in this round, my guys, my people. I have for you Connor Benn, my guys, my people, who is all set and is geared up for his early 2025 ring return. Predicted early 2025 ring return, my guys, my people. Well, that would mean that from his last fight in February, my guys, up until his predicted time to fight next, my guys, well, that would mean he would have been out of the ring for a year or so, my guys. A year or so, my people. Chris Eubank Jr., who originally was actually to face in that early ring return of 2025 to face Chris Eubank Jr., my people. However, though, it seems those plans may may change, my guys. They may change as Conor Benn now has another option, and a very good one at that. A possible title shot, a possible voluntary title shot, my guys. So what does that mean? Does it mean that he foregoes the Chris Eubank Jr. fight and possibly visits it later, my guys, my people? Or does he stick to plans and just go straight ahead for Chris Eubank Jr.? And who is he fighting anyway, my people? Who is he fighting? What champion is he fighting? I know he's been calling out a few, my guys. But who is it, my people? Yeah. That would be nice to know, right? Well, you can find out in this video, my guys, my people. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Benn. originally scheduled for 2022, my people. However, though, that fight there, that was heavily promoted as a as a re-resurrection, my guys, of an old feud, old grudge match, beef that had a long time been buried between Chris Eubank Jr.'s father in and Chris Eubank and Conor Benn's father in Nigel Benn, my people. Two great British boxing legends there, my guys. So now their two sons have taken over their little beef and are going to squabble it out in the ring. So that is how the fight was promoted to us. And yeah, we were playing along with it. It was all good and that. So yeah, a legacy fight as such. A big challenge for Connor, who would have been moving up to 160, my guys, to make this fight. With Eubank Jr., Connor Benn is only a 147 pounder, my guys. So to 160, well, he would have had to jump 2 divisions, my guys. 2 divisions to make that fight happen. And he didn't mind. He didn't mind at all. My people, my guys. But yeah, that fight was originally scheduled for 2022. However, within the fight week, that was in October of 2022, my people, news broke out that Conor Benn had tested positive twice, my guys, twice, my people, for the banned substance comethine, which is a performance enhancement. And comethine, what it does, it boosts your testosterone levels. Weirdly, it is actually a female drug. It is a fertility drug, my guys, my people. And so weird enough, these athletes, they putting in female stuffs in their bodies. That's pretty weird, my guys. I don't know, my guys. what the result of that is going to be in the future, my people. Best not to mess with such things at all, my people. So following his failed drug test, Conor Benn, that is, was subsequently, we know what followed. The fight was cancelled, my people. The fight was cancelled. That was in October, that cancellation. And yeah. And following Conor Benn suspended from fighting, my people, by the UK anti-doping, my people. That is UCAD. Actually, the ban was actually put in place and made effective in March of 2023. So that leaves 5 months gap between October, when he was actually found to have failed the test, from October to March. That will be 5 months, right? So I'm wondering, within those 5 months, if he really wanted to fight, since the suspension hadn't been made effective till March of 2023, well, within those 5 months, could he have been able to fight? Just wondering, my people, because if he could, that would just be mad. It would be crazy, my guys. It would be crazy. And in boxing, I don't find anything hard, any crazy story hard to believe anymore, because they're doing all sorts. They're doing all sorts, my guys, to get ahead, my people, to get ahead. And too many loopholes as well in the rules. A lot of loopholes, my guys. They even done crazy stuff like creating a franchise belt to help Canelo Alvarez avoid his mandatories. But that is a totally different story, my guys, my people. So the suspension was made effective in March of 2023. However, though, in July of the same year, the National Anti-Doping Panel, they lifted Conor Benn's suspension on the grounds that UCAD had not sufficient evidence to place a suspension on Conor Benn, my guy. So the suspension was lifted, my people. And I don't know whether it was this that opened the gate for him to be able to fight after, because he did go on to fight after the suspension was lifted, my people. So I don't know whether it's because of that lift of that suspension lift there, or because when an athlete is under suspension in one particular country, it doesn't necessarily mean that his suspension carries over to another country or region or continent, my guys. So I don't know which one of those it was, my guys, my people, but he did go on to fight again, my guys. Crazy enough, my people. And he went on to fight, and but not in UK soil, his license to fight in the UK was revoked, my guys. So he had to go to the US to do that. The first person he faced, I believe, was Rodolfo or Roscoe or something like that. And then in February of 2024, he fought Peter Dobson. Both of those fights he fought to a decision. In a very, very lackluster performance, I have to say. But isn't that crazy? Isn't that mad that you can be suspended in one country, and then you go to another country, and then you go to the US and you can fight, my guys? It is absolutely preposterous, ridiculous, my guys, and an absolute mockery of the rules, the guidelines, the unanimous the unanimous prohibition and the unanimous prohibition of drugs and performance enhancement substances in boxing, in all of boxing. It is it is banned, my guys. In all of pro boxing, it is banned. So how is it that you can, you know, put, because the prohibition is there to protect the health and safety of athletes and to stop athletes from getting unfair advantage of or over their opponents, or um you know making themselves, leaving themselves vulnerable, my people. So yeah, it's to basically stop all of that happening, my guys, my people. So this is a total mockery of the rules and guidelines of the sport, especially when it comes to doping and cheating, my guys, my people. Total mockery, my guys. But yeah, I don't want to go too deep into that. That is a different subject. Um, so I'm just gonna move on that and say that after his last fight with Peter Dobson, guess what? The UCAD, well, they made an appeal, and their appeal, it was upheld, my guys. And the appeal was, of course, to put to put Conor Benn back into suspension. And yeah, UCAD was successful, and that went on until most recently. Well, Ben has now been cleared. He's now been cleared of any wrongdoing concerning his suspension, my guys, for the ingestion of comethine. Sorry, before I didn't tell you which performance enhancement it was, but it was comethine, my guys, a fertility drug, my people. Yeah. So he was looking forward to return to the UK and make a fight with Chris Eubank Jr. imminently, my guys, imminently, my people, in the UK. Although it has been suggested in reports that that fight was actually set to take place in Saudi Arabia, my people, and the rumors were that it would actually be coming to us on the February the 22nd fight card, my people, that would be headed by Daniel Dubois in the voluntary defense of his IBF title, my guys, in which I'm hoping is going to be against Joseph Parker, my guys. Joseph Parker, my people. But back to Connor Benn, my guys, back to Connor Benn. Yeah, that fight with Chris Eubank Jr. is hoping for next. Well, it seems it may not happen now. Like I've said, he's targeting a whole different fighter now, my people. A champion, a champion, my guys, and that is Marios Barrios, who actually appeared on the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight card. And yeah, man, he had a tough outing against Abel Ramos, my guys. And yeah, he's looking pretty vulnerable. I thought the first half of the fight, first 5 rounds, he was in just full control, doing really, really well until the sixth, where he got dropped. He actually dropped Ramos in the first round. It wasn't counted. He dropped him again in the second, but like I said, the tide shifted in the sixth in Ramos's favor. In the championship rounds, Barrios did manage to gather himself and pull back some rounds to earn himself the draw and retain his title, my people. A split decision draw, but I still retained his title. But yeah, Conor Benn is targeting him. And this is what Ben had to say while talking to Talk Sport, my guys. He said, this is Conor Benn, my people. Quote, we're in talks with Barrios for the WBC world title. Barrios, the WBC world champion at 147, that is. Let me continue. We're in talks with Barrios for the WBC world title, and if there is anything that is going to make me pick over the EUBANK fight, it will be the WBC title. So he's ready to pick this over the EUBANK fight. You know, like I said, he's been eager to become a champion, and this is a perfect opportunity against an opponent that wasn't looking too great in his last fight. So he's got a huge chance now, my people. Conor Benn, who says that he also doesn't think that Barrios looked great in his fight versus Abel Ramos, my people. He believes he's a great fighter though, but he just doesn't think that he looked great on that very weekend, my guys. Finally, what it did say, did stood out. He said he believes Barrios is tailor-made for him. He says he's going to come out firing, but he feels rejuvenated and full of life. So far, we've not heard from Barrios. Let's hear what he would have to say. And I hope this gets through, this or the EUBANK fight. I really don't mind. Like I said, the EUBANK fight was rumored would be on the February 22nd Riyadh season fight card, my people. So if that fight doesn't go through, does that mean that Barrios replaces EUBANK Jr. for that February fight date? I'm not sure, but it's kind of pushing me to assume that, you know, as long as Barrios doesn't pull out, I know that him and Ennis has been looking for Barrios as well, my guys. Although he may face Virgil Ortiz next and move up to 147 147. I mean to 154 to do that. That fight there also slated for the same fight card, February the 22nd. My guys, my people. That's all I have for you people in this round. Stay super blessed.